Tower, $492 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 19, $492. Ramp, Amerex 314 at C42, request pushback. Cleared for pushback Amerex 314. Ramp, Swest 655 at A6, request pushback. Cleared for pushback Swest 655. Tower, Swest 677 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 19, Swest 677. Ramp, Unity 769 at B12, request pushback. Cleared for pushback Unity 769. Ground, Amerex 314 ready for taxi. Taxi to runway 19 Amerex 314. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, $492. Cross runway 15, Amerex 314. Tower, Amerex 771 inbound for runway 15. Cleared to land runway 15, Amerex 771. Ground, Swest 655 ready for taxi. Ramp, Amerex 315 at C29, request pushback. Taxi to holding point Swest 655. Cleared for pushback Amerex 315. Tower, Amerex 282 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 19, Amerex 282. Line up and wait runway 19, Amerex 314. Ground, Unity 769 ready for taxi. Cleared for takeoff runway 19, AMRX 314. Taxi to runway 19 Unity 769. Ran, Blue 348 at C24, request pushback. Cleared for pushback Blue 348. Contacting departure, AMRX 314. Taxi to parking, SWEST 677. Tower, America 783 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 19, America 783. Ground, AMRX 315 ready for taxi. Ran, SWEST 401 at A7, request pushback. Cross runway 15, Unity 769. Taxi to runway 19 AMRX 315. Cross runway 15, SWEST 655. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, AMRX 771. Taxi to parking, AMRX 282. Cleared for pushback SWEST 401. Cross runway 19 and taxi to parking, AMRX 771. Tower, AMRX 32 inbound for runway 15. Tower, helicopter D cargo 126 inbound. Cross runway 15, AMRX 315. Cleared to land runway 15, AMRX 32. Helicopter D cargo 126 cleared to land on helipad. Hold position, AMRX 771. Ground, Blue 348 ready for taxi. Continue taxi, AMRX 771. Tower, AMRX 702 inbound for runway 19. Line up and wait runway 19, Unity 769. Ran, Blue 37 at C28, request pushback. Cleared to land runway 19, AMRX 702. Taxi to runway 19 Blue 348. Cleared for takeoff runway 19, Unity 769. Cleared for pushback Blue 37. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, America 783. Ran, AMRX 322 at C44, request pushback. Contacting departure, Unity 769. Cross runway 15, blue 348. Ground, Swest 401 ready for taxi. Tower, Swest 313 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 19, Swest 313. Cleared for pushback Amerex 322. Line up and wait runway 19, Amerex 315. Taxi to runway 19 Swest 401. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, Amerex 32. Cleared for takeoff runway 19, Amerex 315. Taxi to parking, Amerex 702. Hold position, Amerex 702. Continue taxi, Amerex 702. Cross runway 19 and taxi to parking, Amerex 32. Contacting departure, Amerex 315. Tower, Amerex 430 inbound for runway 15. Cleared to land runway 15, Amerex 430. Ground, blue 37 ready for taxi. Hold position, Amerex 32. Ran, Amerex 608 at C35E, request pushback. Tower, America 409 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 19, America 409. Line up and wait runway 19, blue 348. Continue taxi, Amerex 32. Taxi to runway 19 blue 37. Ran, X-Cargo 996 of G2, request pushback. Hold position, blue 37. Ground, Amerex 322 ready for taxi. Cleared for takeoff runway 19, blue 348. Taxi to parking, Swest 313. Continue taxi, blue 37. Cleared for pushback Amerex 608. Taxi to runway 19 Amerex 322. Cleared for pushback X-Cargo 996. Contacting departure, blue 348. Cross runway 15, Swest 401. Hold position, blue 37. Continue taxi, blue 37. Tower, Amerex 895 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 19, Amerex 895. Cross runway 15, Amerex 322. Ran, Canada 962 at A1, request pushback. Cleared for pushback Canada 962. Cross runway 15, blue 37. Line up and wait runway 19, Swest 401. Ground, X-Cargo 996 ready for taxi. Cleared for takeoff runway 19, SKYHEART 401. Taxi to runway 22 X-Cargo 996. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, America 409. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, Amerex 430. Tower, Amerex 577 inbound for runway 15. Contacting departure, SKYHEART 401. RAM, Super Tug 834 at C350, request pushback. Cleared to land runway 15, Amerex 577. Ground, Amerex 608 ready for taxi. Taxi to G7, helicopter D cargo 126. Tower, Unity 264 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 19, Unity 264. Line up and wait runway 19, Amerex 322. Cross runway 19 and taxi to parking, Amerex 430. Taxi to runway 15 Amerex 608. Ground, Canada 962 ready for taxi. Cleared for takeoff runway 19, Amerex 322. Taxi to runway 19 Canada 962. RAN, America 269 at C25, request pushback. Cleared for pushback America 269. Contacting departure, Amerex 322. Taxi to parking, Amerex 895. Cleared for pushback Super Tug 834. Tower, Galex 793 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 19, Galex 793. Line up and wait runway 19, Blue 37. Ground, Super Tug 834 at C350 ready for taxi. Taxi to C45 Super Tug 834. RAN, X-Cargo 11 at G1, request pushback. Cleared for pushback X-Cargo 11. Cleared for takeoff runway 19, Blue 37. Super Tug 834, hold position. Line up and wait runway 15, Amerex 608. Contacting departure, Blue 37. Tower, Amerex 390 inbound for runway 15. Taxi to parking, Unity 264. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, AMREX 577. Continue taxi, Super Tug 834. Cleared to land runway 15, AMREX 390. Ground, X-Cargo 11 ready for taxi. Ground, America 269 ready for taxi. Taxi to runway 15 X-Cargo 11. Tower, America 485 inbound for runway 19. Taxi to runway 19 America 269. RAN, AMREX 385 at C35M, request pushback. Cleared for takeoff runway 15, AMREX 608. Super Tug 834, hold position. Cross runway 19 and taxi to parking, AMREX 577. Cross runway 19, X-Cargo 996. Continue taxi, Super Tug 834. Taxi to parking, ALX 793. Contacting departure, AMREX 608. Cross runway 15, America 269. RAN, Alaskan 383 at B16, request pushback. Cross runway 15, Canada 962. Cross runway 15, X-Cargo 996. Ground, Helicopter D Cargo 126 of G7, ready for taxi. Tower, America 485, going around. No landing clearance. Cleared for pushback Alaskan 383. Taxi to helipad Helicopter D Cargo 126. Tower, Blue 735 inbound for runway 19. Contacting departure, America 485. Cleared to land runway 19, Blue 735. Cleared for takeoff runway 22, X-Cargo 996. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, AMREX 390. RAN, AMREX 668 at C27, request pushback. Contacting departure, X-Cargo 996. Cleared for pushback AMREX 668. Tower, AMREX 915 inbound for runway 15. Cleared to land runway 15, AMREX 915. Tower, AMREX 439 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 19, AMREX 439. Line up and wait runway 19, America 269. Ground, Alaskan 383 ready for taxi. Taxi to runway 19 Alaskan 383. Cleared for takeoff from helipad, Helicopter D Cargo 126. Cross runway 19 and taxi to parking, AMREX 390. Ran, Fronty 141 at A9, request pushback. Contacting departure, helicopter D cargo 126. Cleared for pushback AMREX 385. Hold position, AMREX 390. Cleared for takeoff runway 19, America 269. Continue taxi, AMREX 390. Cleared for pushback Fronty 141. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, Blue 735. Contacting departure, America 269. Cross runway 15, Alaskan 383. Tower, $483 inbound for runway 19. Ground, AMREX 668 ready for taxi. Line up and wait runway 19, Canada 962. Ran, AMREX 574 at C38, request pushback. Taxi to runway 22 AMREX 668. Cleared for pushback AMREX 574. Cleared for takeoff runway 19, Canada 962. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, AMREX 915. Ground, AMREX 385 ready for taxi. Taxi to parking, AMREX 439. Taxi to runway 15 AMREX 385. Contacting departure, Canada 962. Cross runway 19 and taxi to parking, AMREX 915. Tower, X-Cargo 690 inbound for runway 15. Tower, helicopter SKYHEART 226 inbound. Helicopter SKYHEART 226 cleared to land on helipad. Ran, AMREX 453 at C30, request pushback. Cleared to land runway 15, X-Cargo 690. Ground, Fronty 141 ready for taxi. Cleared to land runway 19, $483. Taxi to run. Tower, AMREX 832 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 19, AMREX 832. Line up and wait runway 19, Swest 655. Cross runway 19, AMREX 668. Cleared for pushback AMREX 453. Cross runway 15, AMREX 668. Cleared for takeoff runway 19, Swest 655. Ground, AMREX 574 ready for taxi. Ran, America 209 at C36, request pushback. Taxi to runway 19 AMREX 574. Cleared for pushback America 209. Contacting departure, SWEST 655. AMREX 832, go around. Fly published, missed approach. Contacting departure, AMREX 832. Go around and fly published, missed approach, AMREX 832. Tower, SKYHEART 748 inbound for runway 19. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, $483. Cleared to land runway 19, SKYHEART 748. Line up and wait runway 15, X cargo 11. Cross runway 15, AMREX 574. Line up and wait runway 22, AMREX 668. Ran, AMREX 598 at C35D, request pushback. Cleared for pushback AMREX 598. Cleared for takeoff runway 15, X cargo 11. Ground, AMREX 453 ready for taxi. Taxi to runway 15 AMREX 453. Contacting departure, X cargo 11. Cross runway 15, Bronte 141. Tower, AMREX 363 inbound for runway 15. Ground, America 209 ready for taxi. Taxi to runway 19 America 209. Tower, America 899 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 15, AMREX 363. Cleared to land runway 19, America 899. Ran, Alaskan 203 at B18, request pushback. Cleared for pushback Alaskan 203. Ground, AMREX 598 ready for taxi. Cleared for takeoff runway 22, AMREX 668. Taxi to runway 19 AMREX 598. Cross runway 15, America 209. AMREX 363, go around. Fly published, missed approach. Contacting departure, AMREX 363. Go around and fly published, missed approach, AMREX 363. Taxi to parking, SKYHEART 748. Contacting departure, AMREX 668. Tower, America 417 inbound for runway 19. Line up and wait runway 19, Alaskan 383. Cleared to land runway 19, America 417. Taxi to G7, helicopter SKYHEART 226. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, X cargo 690. Ran, Amerex 834 at C23, request pushback. Cross runway 19 and taxi to parking, X cargo 690. Ground, Alaskan 203 ready for taxi. Cleared for takeoff runway 19, Alaskan 383. Cross runway 15, Amerex 598. Ran, Canada 618 at A2, request pushback. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, America 899. Taxi to runway 19 Alaskan 203. Tower, Canada 312 inbound for runway 15. Contacting departure, Alaskan 383. Cleared to land runway 15, Canada 312. Cleared for pushback Canada 618. Cleared for pushback Amerex 834. Line up and wait runway 15, Amerex 385. Tower, Amerex 88 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 19, Amerex 88. Cleared for takeoff runway 15, Amerex 385. Ran, Amerex 171 at C35F, request pushback. Cleared for pushback Amerex 171. Contacting departure, Amerex 385. Cross runway 15, Alaskan 203. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, America 417. Tower, Amerex 887 inbound for runway 19. Ran, Amerex 74 at C35G, request pushback. Cleared to land runway 19, Amerex 887. Ground, Canada 618 ready for taxi. Taxi to runway 15 Canada 618. Ground, Amerex 834 ready for taxi. Line up and wait runway 19, Amerex 574. Cleared for takeoff runway 19, Amerex 574. Taxi to runway 19 Amerex 834. Ground, Amerex 171 ready for taxi. Taxi to parking, Amerex 88. Contacting departure, Amerex 574. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, Canada 312. Tower, AMREX 993 inbound for runway 15. Cleared to land runway 15, AMREX 993. Ran, Fronty 585 at AA, request pushback. Line up and wait runway 15, AMREX 453. Cleared for pushback Fronty 585. Tower, AMREX 317 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 19, AMREX 317. Cleared for takeoff runway 15, AMREX 453. Ground, helicopter SKYHEART 226 of G7, ready for taxi. Taxi to helipad helicopter SKYHEART 226. Taxi to runway 19 AMREX 171. Cross runway 15, AMREX 834. Cross runway 19 and taxi to parking, Canada 312. Contacting departure, AMREX 453. Hold position, Canada 618. Taxi to parking, AMREX 887. Continue taxi, Canada 618. Ran, GALEX 109 at B17, request pushback. Cleared for pushback GALEX 109. Cleared for takeoff from helipad, helicopter SKYHEART 226. Contacting departure, helicopter SKYHEART 226. Tower, Unity 188 inbound for runway 19. Cross runway 15, AMREX 171. Cleared for pushback AMREX 74. Line up and wait runway 19, Fronty 141. Cleared to land runway 19, Unity 188. Ran, Habisha 948 of G4, request pushback. Ground, Fronty 585 ready for taxi. Cleared for pushback Habisha 948. Taxi to runway 19 Fronty 585. Cleared for takeoff runway 19. Taxi to parking, AMREX 317. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, AMREX 993. Cross runway 19 and taxi to parking, AMREX 993. Contacting departure, Fronty 141. Tower, AMREX 844 inbound for runway 15. Cleared to land runway 15, AMREX 844. Hold position, AMREX 317. Continue taxi, AMREX 317. Ground, GALEX 109 ready for taxi. Tower, AMREX 725 inbound for runway 19. Line up and wait runway 19, America 209. Cleared to land runway 19, AMREX 725. Ran, AMREX 15 at C34, request pushback. Ran, Swest 677 at A5, request pushback. Ground, AMREX 74 ready for taxi. Cleared for takeoff runway 19, America 209. Taxi to runway 19 DLX 109. Cleared for pushback AMREX 15. Ground, Habisha 948 ready for taxi. Ran, AMREX 32 at C29, request pushback. Cleared for pushback Swest 677. Taxi to runway 15 Habisha 948. Contacting departure, America 209. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, Unity 188. Cross runway 15, Bronte 585. Cross runway 15 and taxi to holding point, AMREX 317. Line up and wait runway 15, Canada 618. Tower, Unity 122 inbound for runway 19. Cleared to land runway 19, Unity 122. Cross runway 15, DLX 109. Taxi to runway 22 AMREX 74. Cleared for takeoff runway 15, Canada 618. Hold position, AMREX 317. Contacting departure, Canada 618. Cross runway 22 and taxi to parking, AMREX 844. Taxi to parking, AMREX 725. Cleared for pushback AMREX 32. Tower, AMREX 160 inbound for runway 15. Tower, helicopter mission critical 625 inbound. Cleared to land runway 15, AMREX 160. Helicopter mission critical 625 cleared to land on helipad. Ground, AMREX 15 ready for taxi. Cross runway 19 and taxi to parking, AMREX 844. Taxi to runway 15 AMREX 15. Ground, Swest 677 ready for taxi. Taxi to runway 19 Swest 677. Tower, AMREX 135 inbound for runway 19. Line up and wait runway 19, Alaskan 203. Cleared for takeoff runway 19, Alaskan 203. Taxi to parking, Unity 122. AMRX 430 of C32, request pushback. Contacting departure, Alaskan 203.